Welcome back to episode 3 of our Let's Play, guys, in Conan Exiles here. So, I have some supplies ready. I'm going to go in and grab them, and I'm going to drop off some of this wood and our stone, wood, and twine. And if you don't know how to make twine, it's just 3 fibers in your inventory over here. And I also made some shaped wood, which is just putting wood in here. I think it's 10 a piece, but if you get a good carpenter later, it can cost quite a bit less. And we're gonna go in here and grab the stone brick, and that is just 10 stone. With the furnace on it, it'll turn into brick. So we're gonna come over here now, and we're gonna work on our projects for today. I've made it a lot easier by gathering the resources already, but we're going to craft an animal pen and 2 horse stables. Now, early game, these are surprisingly cheap. I think they should actually make them a little bit more expensive. And I'm going to take you guys out here to see the area that I've cleared out, and hopefully it's still clear. But, we'll just go around the fence. But I've cleared out this area right here. We're going to try to put it down over here. So I'll bring you back once them are done crafting, because them will take a little bit of time to craft. The bigger things in here, like the Wheel of Pain, stuff like that, that will take a little bit of time to craft. And actually, while I have you here, after the episode yesterday or 2 days ago, I came over here and placed some fish traps. Some are really good early game. You should definitely learn them. They just passively collect fish, and you can put them in here. Just some too, when I got online, had all this right here for food. And I placed a couple standing torches because it was pretty dark. I'm also hoping to fight or get 20 or 10 more bones? Yeah, I need 10 more bones so we can start doing our religious stuff for Yogg. That's a good way to get food too early game, because that fuel or food actually will heal you up quite a bit. So, in here is the Artisan Bench too. I figured while I got you here, we can talk about this. This is more of a decoration thing. I wouldn't spend a lot of your feat points, your knowledge points, I guess they're called, in it. They're not really, a lot of them things aren't actually going to help you. And actually the animal pen is done right now. So what this animal pen does is it will let us raise babies and tame them. So there'll be creatures across Conan Exiles if you haven't played before. Oh wow, that is even bigger than I remembered. Oh gosh. Alright, it looks like we're gonna have to go. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go out here with it. And the reason it's so big is it is actually pretty important to you. Whoop, looks like we got company here to take care of first. Cook 2 here. Boy, that'd be actually kind of nice to have one of them right now. Alright, let's clean up his body and work on placing that. Alright, let's loot that just so it's off the ground here. And we are going to place this. Let's see, how close are we to that? I want to keep it a little bit ways from that fire. Yeah, we're good. It's over. It's right there if you can see my little dot. Alright, so we're going to place this now. And because before you get thralls, actually, I would make the argument that getting animals... Oh gosh, what is in the way now? Alright, we're gonna have to figure this out. Oh god, alright, bunnies, get out of here. While they're wily. There we go. It is a lot better to I would make the argument early game to get a creature because they can carry a bunch of weight for making your Wheel of Pains easier. So that will help you out on that front. And also, a horse is actually pretty handy early game to fight, but also if you can get to level 25, they will help you quite a bit with riding and getting around the map quicker, which we're surprisingly not that far from, and it's pretty easy to get to 25, just going around murdering stuff. But let's get this placed here before everything grows back. I think, honestly, this is our beginner base, so it's going to look a little messy. We're going to go right here with it, and then we're going to grab these horse pens. The horse is the one creature that does actually need something different to tame besides the taming pen. Oh, and I should be in my carpenter's bench. Oh, they're still crafting. I'll show you this real quick while they're crafting, though. So in here you put the pets, and it can do 5 at a time. You can see there's 5 different separate cages, and each type of pet you run across, or creature in the game, will have a baby version, or a lot of them will. And you'll pick them up, put them in your inventory, you bring them back here. Generally, it's a meat eater or a plant eater. The wiki will have it listed on what they feed. Like, for instance, this is actually a good example. If you look at the top right, put my handy dandy blue arrow there for you guys. But we're actually going to be doing exactly what that shows right there. We're going to try to grab a baby shellback, and we're going to feed it plant fiber. Now, unless something's changed in the last little bit, it actually only needs like 1 plant fiber and then time to turn into a shellback. And the reason we're going to do a shellback is they're really easy to get. We can throw 5 of them in here, and hopefully the next time we're on, we might have a greater shellback or a better version of a shellback. That's the real reason we're gonna go that route. We probably will just stick them around here at the base otherwise, but if we have a greater version one, we may take it to fight because they're actually underrated fighters in the game. And I'm not a big fan of using creatures. I generally, as a rule of thumb, will always use thralls. They're definitely a lot tougher than any animal in the game, the better thralls are. And you can use them to knock out people, whereas creatures, they're just kind of, for me, they're early good game-based defense. And once in a while, if you get a greater version, you can take them with you. But I'm going to bring you back when them horse pens are done here, guys. And I'm actually going to go out and, I think while them are crafting, I'm going to go out and grab some shellback babies. There he is, right here. And then you just interact with it, whatever your button is on PS4 square. And they do actually weigh quite a bit, so be careful with that. I'm going to try to grab one more over here. Oh, that is the boss guy. You definitely early game, if you see a giant shellback like that, they're pretty tough. So I'm actually not going to fight that. I am actually going to head back and try the other side of the lake right now. I don't know how confident I feel about fighting that guy right now. Oh, and as you can see, these actually do not break spawns, as it's been a while since I actually placed a taming pen that was not already on foundations or at my big base. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a couple foundations out here. It doesn't really matter where, just so we can stop the spawns here of everything coming back in so we can access all this. And I actually may put a few on the back side of the taming pen, but I'll bring it back once it's light and we'll come place the horse stables. While I was waiting for night, I made a feed box for the animals. Hopefully we'll be getting in the next episode or soon here. I did catch that shellback. I'm going to put them in there, guys, just so you can see it. And we have the feeding box. So we'll come over here. I'm actually going to place 2 more foundations down over here. Just so it makes it so trees won't grow inside of our building. And of course, our guy is back already. So we're going to have to fight him again. And dodge him. There we go. And let's see, did he have anything good on him? Oh, purple dye. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Now, if the bunny rabbit will cooperate and get out of the way. Is that guy actually breaking spawns? Oh, no, he isn't. Okay. Now, just to make this cool, we are gonna... Let's see if we can get this lined up right. Alright, we'll just do this one here. And we'll pull this one in as well. And we're gonna try... Well, I know it's a starter base, but I don't want it to look like a complete pile of poop either. So, this looks pretty close. Let's see here. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Just for throwing it down. And I'm going to come over here, place this baby shellback. I guess they're called hatchlings, I think. Yeah. Hatchling shellback in here. And we're going to put the food in there. And as you can see, it started going. I'm going to go double check the wiki to make sure there isn't something easier that I can get that has a higher chance. So each food type you give a hatchling will have a certain chance of having a greater version or a white version. There's different versions of every animal, and you don't want the basic type. So if you can get a better food with a higher percentage, that'll help you out and go a long ways. So I'm going to go check the wiki, and I'm going to go grab more hatchlings. And I'm going to try to find baby horses, but they're over here on the map, if I remember correctly. They're kind of in this stretch here. But I may go do it because the horse is going to help us a ton early game. So it turns out there's a couple better early game options for doing them hatchlings. When you look them on the wiki, it'll actually show you can you get a better chance with, if you have fat grubs, you can catch a shellfish. Or have a chance at catching a shellfish. So we are going to try that. And then otherwise we're going to be putting vines in there, not plant fiber, guys. So on a shellback, vines are better. So, oops, we got to go in here. And we are going to take this out. And we're going to put vines in here. So the next 4 will be off of vines. And if I can get unappetizing shellfish, we'll do it that way. Also, if you leave guys in here that are fully grown, they will produce dung as well. But that's not what we're going to be really using Taming Pen for. We're just going to be trying to get some shellbacks from it. And these are our last 2 shellback hatchlings we're going to need. I'm going to go put them in and go look for horses. Oh, wait, so now here is our second horse. I already grabbed one. We gotta get him before the alligator does, and we're gonna take him and put him in the stable with plant fiber. This is where I caught them, both of them, and hopefully in the next episode we're gonna have a couple horses and some shellbacks. This was a little longer episode. Hopefully you guys don't mind, but we will see you next time.